never know too much, so. Hi everybody, it's Lady Curl in the house of Sweeney Todd Studios, representing some of the top lady barbers of Chicago. We're gonna interview them. Let's get into it. I go by the barber name of Freeda GotFades. My name is Ashanti Lewis. I go by the barber name of Freeda GotFades. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. 30-time award, 29-time award-winning barber, 1-time award-winning MUA artist. I started cutting hair 5 years ago. I've been thinking about this all day, and I don't know. When I cut my hair, I had waves. When I first cut my hair, I got into 360 Jeezy, and then he started cutting his hair, and that's what gave me that push and drive to like pick up a pair of clippers and start cutting. He was part of the push, but the first female barber I ever seen in my life was my sister. I think it was 2005, and she was cutting hair, and that was the first time I've ever seen a female pick up a pair of clippers. So when I look back on it, I would say she was that inspiration that got me started cutting.
What was her name?
Keena Lewis.
Oh, Keena Lewis.
Reese got your fade. I think 2016, I was watching this movie by Milan. It's called The Last We Tell, The Secrets We Keep. And I'm the person that get invested in characters in movies, so I started to go on everybody's Instagram, and I came across Reese. When I went on her page, I was like blown away. So I scrolled all the way down, and she had these huge trophies. So I was like, oh my God, like I want to be a barber, but I know I'm not gonna ever get to that level. But fast forward to today, I'm there. So yeah, she's my biggest inspiration. Still to this day, when I see her, like when we in person, I'm cool, calm, and collected. But when she's talking to me, I be screaming inside, like, oh my God, it's Reese. So yeah, she's the biggest inspiration. She's the reason I go hard the way I do. Learning wise, yes. When it comes to like people's and opinions, for the most part, when it comes to being a barber, it gives me this certain confidence. I don't know where it came from, so I really block off any negative thing coming from people. Now the hard part is when I'm learning like straight hair, I get hard on myself because it's not easy doing it, but trust the process. I appreciate the process. I appreciate the failure that I learned from that. So I get in my own way. I know I'm good, but I don't think I'm that good. Like when other barbers give me recognition and things of that nature, I still look at myself as a rookie. Like I'm just starting. I don't know how to do a line. So to double back on that, like in barber school, I was doing good. I got sidetracked with like girls and being in the streets and wanting to hang out with the cool people. So now I had to learn like the industry will leave you. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be here forever. It's not like a regular job. It's not like FedEx. FedEx is gonna have the same system, the same everything. It's either now or never when you're in the barber industry. So I just started taking everything serious. Once I seen barber shows, that's what really was like, oh, okay, I can be a superstar. Everybody can know who I am. So it made me want to go hard and continue. No, I want to be in the military. So I used to always tell my grandmother I wanted to help people. I just never knew being a barber would be one of those things. So I always said I wanted to go to the military. I wanted to help my country, fight for my country. Because that's when I seen military people with their uniform, it made me excited because it was a badge of honor. Like you're doing a good deed for the community. So fast forward, I never knew being a barber would be that same, to give you that same feeling, you know. We superheroes to everybody. You can't do nothing without us. So, I mean, you can, but we give you that, you know,
Confidence.
Yeah, that confidence. I was working security for Woodfield Mall, and my work ethic, I'm real big on work ethic. I'm not lazy, no matter what job. I don't care if I'm a janitor. I don't care if I'm a doctor. I'm gonna work hard. So, long story short, I wanted to become overnight supervisor. I've been working long enough. I trained hard for it. I moved to overnights. They had a new trainee come in. They asked me to train him for to learn them all. I trained him. I come back a week later. His picture is on the overnight supervisor plaque. So I go to my supervisor. I said, hey, like, you know, what's going on? And oh, you know, we just needed him to learn the routes. We was already. So I'm like, ain't nobody tell me anything in that moment. That was my last time working a job. That was 5 years ago. Well, 6 years ago. I never worked a job ever since then, because it kind of broke me. Like, I'm working hard for somebody else. I'm teaching somebody else a position that I wanted. But in barbering, you create that position. Can't nobody stop you from doing that. So that was the best thing that ever happened in my life. It don't really bother me because the world is kind of like dominated by males. So it was normal to me. Nothing. I was trying to think of any time I ever ran into a situation with males where they made me feel uncomfortable. It was more so like clients, but no male in any shop has ever made me feel like I don't want to do this anymore. Everybody has always respected me, never disrespected me, never got into any physical, verbal altercations with anybody. So I can't say I was blessed enough to have a smooth sailing with the guys that I've encountered. Yep, I started cutting straight hair. I started doing straight hair. I was like, if I gotta do this, bro, I ain't. Cause it's not the fade, it's the cut on top. That's what makes the cut. So it was like, I was having problems with that. I would watch Lady Barber, which I don't think I should have been watching him because he's over the top advanced. So I'm the type of person, if I'm not doing it like that, I'm not doing it right at all. So I was being real hard on myself until I got it. And that's, like I say, appreciate the process of learning because it makes you better. So straight hair made me a better barber. I went to Ernst & Rue's Barber Academy. When I first got to school, it was great. It was like, you love something when you can wake up and do it every day and realize you've been doing it for 6 months straight and time passed you. So I love the atmosphere. I love learning from other students because everybody has different ideas, different creativity, so you could just learn from each other. I just love learning, period. Like, I won't ever have the mindset of I know it all, because you can never know too much. So I feel like I ain't even started yet. I feel like I ain't even scratched the surface yet. There's so much more that can be done. There's so much more that I can learn. And so many more barbers that, like, these females, I've seen them, but I didn't even get a chance to know them. So, like, having a conversation with you guys just gives me more drive to do more and put myself out there, social media-wise, of that nature. So, yeah. My goal is to be one of the biggest, not to bring race in it, but one of the biggest African-American female barbers from Chicago, because we don't have anybody at all. Like, it's not one female barber that is on that platform like a Los Cutted or a Kenny Duncan. So I just feel like most of us will get there and just lose that drive, or they'll run into somebody that'll say something to them and they'll be like, okay, I don't want to do it anymore. So I know I have that attitude and that mindset that I don't care about any negativity, but I just got to get out my own head and get out my own way. And whoever gets to it first, I thank you, because now I don't have that pressure on me, because I feel like it's a weight on my shoulder, like, all right, you got to get this done. Barbershop is my motivation. My first show, like, hurt my feelings. I was sick for like a month. No lie, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. Like, I felt like I had the worst breakup of my life. Like, the Freeda now, if I could go back and talk to Ashanti, because that wasn't Freeda then, that was Ashanti, I'd tell you, like, I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, now that I know it's embarrassing because I was so mad, but I know I had the heart and the drive, and I wanted to win. I'm a competitor at heart. So when I lost, it was just like I felt like everybody in that room felt like I wasn't good enough. So I had to prove myself to not only me, but to them too. So that first show created the monster that you guys see today. Yeah, cause like Steve Brand say, nobody remembers the losses. They only remember the wins. But I remember after that show, I did 4 or 5 shows and didn't place. So most people would have stopped at that, but I kept I looked at it as failure creates champions. So I had the cheat code. It's a lot of barbers that win first place consistently and they get that one loss and they'll never compete again because they're so used to winning. Whereas me, I can go to a show, don't place, and be like, okay, I understand. I did this line wrong or my lining was crooked. So it's a lot more easier for me to accept that failure because I'm used to failing.
Learning experience.
Yeah, learning experiences. Then I had more drive. Now I feel like I got comfortable, a little too comfortable. So I want to get back to that student mindset. When you're a student, everything is amazing to you. Like you don't see no defaults, you don't see no lines of demarcation and nobody cuts. It's just everything is amazing. So I want to get back to that mindset of being inspired by everything I see. I think I'll be in the field for the rest of my life. I don't think I'll be cutting for the rest of my life. Yeah, I just want to enjoy the luxury. I worked hard, so I want to enjoy the congratulations that come with it. Like now, when people say, "Oh, you're good," or "You the best at this," I don't feel like that. So I can enjoy the praises. I want to be able to look back on it and be like, "Oh yeah, I was that good. I was that person that you guys felt I would be." I would want to be a DL master barber, like an inspirational, give people inspiration of that nature. So, it was incredible. It's amazing to see where I started and where I am now, because most people, let's say my first show I did when I won first place, most people would be good at that moment and stay in that moment. They won't try to get better. So I'm the type of person where if you say, if I smash a design and everybody be like, yeah, that's a cool design, so now I'm on to the next design. Okay, how can I how can I make this cut better? That's just how I do it. So I love it because I work with all females that weren't barbers, that weren't a part of the industry. So it was kind of like I was alone. I could see something on IG and be like, hey, you see these clippers? And they'll look at me like, what you mean? Care about no clipper? But then I don't want to inbox another barber because we working all day, so the engagement is not the same. So like I told the other girls, I was working in the shop with all females for 2 years. So I was off the map for 2 years. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't hear about MLB show in January until the day of. Wow. So in that moment, I was like, I need to get back because it's new barbers coming up, and I have that stigma of being Freeda. So do you want people to forget who you are, or do you want to continue and grow and inspire new people? So being back with the boys was the best decision I've made. The only scary thing was like when the client is looking around at other barbers' chair, you hand them that mirror and they looking at your cut, and then in my head I'm like that. But still to this day, even though I've gotten better, I be scared handing my client the mirror, but that keeps me humble. Because most people would get cocky and you would hand them the mirror and the client would be like, oh, you messed this side up. And they'd be like, what you mean? So anytime anybody complain about anything, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll fix it. Because I don't see myself as being that good. I still, like I said, see myself as being a rookie. So it keeps me grounded in a sense. Yeah. You know what, females are more detail oriented. So don't have the mindset that, oh, since I'm a girl, I can't do it. Since you're a girl, you can do way more than what a male can do. You can, they're more comfortable with you touching them. And then once you get good, a lot of people that I found like coming to us more because they can talk to us. They do feel more comfortable opening up to us. We understand. We're not cocky or in our ways. If you have a problem, we're understanding. When it comes to kids, we automatically have that motherly, feel, that motherly touch. We can have that conversations with them. So I would just say keep going. Don't let you get in your own way, because we most of the time get in our own way. It don't be, somebody can look at us a certain way and we can think they don't like us, and that just be that look. So as a female, I would just say, just strive to be the best you can be, pretty much. Yeah. The accomplishment I'm most proud of is winning MLB first place, because I haven't seen any other females, Black, African American for that rather, so that right there gave me like the most. I was excited, proud of myself. I did it. I was on stage with all males. I was the only female competing on that stage at the moment that I remember. So yeah.
I'm sorry?